Mark has the second sleeve here, so very, very similar. It's just the mirror of the first one and some slight variation.
So 1 centimetre, sewing the bind onto the sleeve. It's around. So the other one. And the reason I'm showing you both too is that, as with most things, when you're sewing, you can only, because you only sew in one direction, your things tend to be, depending on the sleeve, slightly around the other way. Sew the placket and the bind on. I'll just give this a quick press to press that over. Now this is the outside of the shirt, and I'm clipping into the end of each of the stitch lines. And remember, this is you're only clipping the garment or the sleeve. You're not clipping any of the binding things, so make sure that you're not cutting through those layers. Okay, so now I'm going to do my little, actually no, I'm going to sew this first, aren't I? So to the outside now, flip this over and tuck it under, and I used slightly more than 1 centimetre there, so I'm just going to decrease the amount that I roll under so that the placket still finishes, sorry, the bind still finishes at 1 centimetre. Okay, so I've stitched that up. Now I'm just going to do the flip thing, so flip that up. And actually this is good because the little triangle bit's on top this time, so it makes it easier to see. And I'm just going to sew across here just to connect the two of those. Just to hold that up. Now on the outside again, so we're pulling the placket piece to the outside. Now with the other one, we started sewing here and then went across and down, but it'll be easier on this side if you actually start at the bottom here. So slightly different way, and it's all lined up nicely because we've used our template. It's nice and accurate. Just get all of this sitting nice and flat, tucking little loose threads there. Get our point organised. Okay, so we're going to go down to this level here and then sew across, and luckily I have this little thread poking out, so I can actually use that as a guide to where I have to stop to turn the corner. If you don't have a little thread, you can use a pin to show this position. Go across to the other side. And then there's our placket done, and you can see that I've caught it on the inside there, just where that fold is. Just trim this off. And just have to do my tucks. So again, fold and place the tucks going
on the outside of
on the
sleeve.
outside, going towards the placket.
If this is a tricky step, please ask, guys.
Yeah, and use pins as well. And see if you can. It's good if you can get away from pins, but if you need pins to help control things, use pins. Okay. So I'm just going to sew up this underarm and then overlock this Oh, and before sewing up the sleeve, I probably should have given the placket a final press as well.